What up, guys? Gangstapranksta here, bringing you the weekly wrestling review for May 5th. Welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, this is where we talk everything about professional wrestling, from news, reviews, to predictions. We talk about it all, so welcome to the show if you're a fan of professional wrestling. On today's show, we're going to be talking about, I'm going to give my review for Extreme Rules, Raw, Smackdown, Impact, Ring of Honor, and give some wrestling news. So let's start off right away. First, we got Extreme Rules. I thought Extreme Rules was a pretty good pay-per-view. Better, well, it wasn't better than WrestleMania, but it was like, I kind of felt it was on the same level of like good overall show. A good show that had some stuff on it that I didn't like. We'll talk about that in a second, but I liked it for the most part. I don't know why I compared it to WrestleMania. Fuck, scratch that. WrestleMania is like on a whole nother level than fucking Extreme Rules. Anyways, so first match is Randy Orton versus Kane, Falls Count Anywhere match. Good match, Orton wins. With it being Falls Count Anywhere, I would have liked to seen a pin somewhere around the arena, but whatever, it happened in the ring. Next we have Brodus Clay versus Dolph Ziggler. Pretty good match, Brodus wins. Next we have Big Show versus Cody Rhodes, Intercontinental title match, table match. It was okay. Cody wins and is the new IC champion. Match was pretty short for what it was. And after the match, Big Show puts Cody through 2 tables. I didn't like that too much because he just won the Intercontinental title and he got the shit kicked out of him. Way to make him look bad, in my opinion. Next we have Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus, world title 2 out of 3 falls match. This was a really good match. Sheamus won. I really enjoyed this match. This was probably second match of the night. The first one being the Chicago Street Fight. We'll talk about that in a second. Next we have Ryback versus two random dudes. Blah match. Ryback wins. The fans were chanting Goldberg during this, and it's pretty similar how Ryback and Goldberg are. They're pretty similar in what they're doing, you know, where Goldberg would just dominate his opponents. That's kind of what Ryback's doing. I would not be shocked if they were to do like a winning streak thing with Ryback. Kind of like Goldberg. Well, it would be exactly like Goldberg, but I think it would work for Ryback, so I don't know. Next, we got match of the night, CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, WWE title Chicago Street Fight match. This was a great match. I really, really enjoyed this. Punk won, and he's still the WWE champion. I definitely recommend that. That was a good match. Next, we got Nikki Bella versus Layla, the returning Layla. Divas title match. Pretty good match. Layla wins and is the new Divas champion. And last but not least, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena. Extreme Rules match. The match everybody wanted to see. It was a good match, you know. Cena got the shit beat out of him. Like, less than 10 seconds into the match, he was bleeding after Lesnar hit him with an elbow. It was a nasty elbow, but yeah, this was a good match. This was another good match. I definitely recommend it. Lesnar looked kind of goofy wearing his UFC attire and boots, wrestling boots, but it was whatever. And he almost got injured. There was a spot in the match where Cena was on the ropes, like he was on the outside ropes, and Lesnar did a move. What did he do? He did like, there was the steel stairs were in the ring, and then he ran off the steel stairs, jumped over. Like, I don't think he meant to do that, but he hit Cena, and then he fell over and like almost blew his knee out. Yeah, that was a scary spot. A lot of people thought he was injured. Anyways, good match. Cena wins. I don't know how I feel about Cena winning. Like, it's pretty cool, but I would have liked to seen Lesnar win and then send Cena like stretchered out or something. But it was okay. So yeah, that was Extreme Rules. I thought it was a pretty good show. I definitely recommend the Chicago Street Fight match. That was a good match. That was a great match. Next we have WWE Raw. It starts out with John Laurinaitis comes out and talks about Brock Lesnar losing. at Extreme Rules. Lesnar comes out and says, oh, he doesn't say anything. He's immediately interrupted by Triple H. Triple H comes out and says all the demands Lesnar wanted is from last week is not going to happen. And he pretty much says, you know, Laurinaitis promised you all this shit, but we're not going to guarantee you get that, so whatever. Laurinaitis says Triple H is being unreasonable. Triple H tells Laurinaitis to shut up, and Lesnar attacks him. Lesnar puts Triple H in the Kimura and breaks his arm. So that was whatever. I don't really have any comment on that. It's just whatever. Next we got Eve announces the matches tonight will be contested in a beat the clock match to determine Punk's opponent over the limit. First match is Miz vs Santino. Okay match. Miz wins. Next we got Layla vs Nikki Bella. Divas title match. Blah match. Layla wins. This is like 5 seconds. Next we got Big Show vs Chris Jericho. Pretty good match. Jericho wins. Brodus Clay vs JTG. Okay match. Brodus wins. Next we got Randy Orton vs Jack Swagger. Pretty good match. Orton wins. Epico and Primo vs R-Truth and Kofi Kingston. Tag team title match. Pretty good match. R-Truth and Kofi win and are the new tag team champions. I predicted this, but I thought it was going to happen a little earlier. I thought it was going to happen after WrestleMania. But it happened like a month later, but it's whatever. New tag team champions, that's cool. Next we got Great Khali vs Kane. Okay match, no one wins. Next we got Daniel Bryan vs Jerry Lawler. Okay match, Bryan wins and will face CM Punk at Over the Limit. I am super excited for that match. Oh, that should be a really good match. I can't wait. And last but not least, we have John Cena comes out and talks about his match with Lesnar. Laurinaitis comes out and him and Cena go back and forth. Lord Tensai comes out, distracts Cena, allowing Laurinaitis to attack Cena with the microphone. Laurinaitis says Cena's opponent at Over the Limit is him. He's going to be his opponent. And then Tensai and Laurinaitis beat up Cena. So they're probably going to have Laurinaitis. There's probably going to be a stipulation to where, like, if Cena loses, he has to take some time off or something, or leave WWE. Something stupid. I don't know. This is dumb. They should have just had Lesnar beat Cena and then send him away for a couple months. But, yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah, this Raw was pretty good. It had a lot of matches because of the Beat the Clock challenge thing. So, yeah. Next, we got TNA Impact. It starts out with Ric Flair is in the ring, calls out Hogan. Hogan comes out. They talk about Eric Bischoff. Flair's pissed at Hogan. And Hogan's like, you know, Flair, I'd like your help with finding new talent and stuff. And Flair accepts. Next, we got Gail Kim and Madison Rayne versus Velvet Sky and Brooke Tessmacher. Pretty good match. Velvet and Brooke win. Next, we have RVD comes out and talks about how he never really lost his title. Robert Roode comes out and says he's going to beat RVD like he beat everyone else. And they pick each other's opponent for tonight. Next, we got Raven Devon versus Rob Terry. Kind of combined their names there. And in a TV title match, okay match. Devon wins by DQ. Next, we got RVD versus Jeff Hardy. Pretty good match. RVD wins. Next, we got Bully Ray drags Jeremy Borash to the ring. Bully starts bullying Borash, and Austin Aries comes out. They start talking shit to each other, and finally Aries snaps and attacks Bully. It ends with Bully low blowing Aries. I'm liking this feud. I'm not liking the fact that Aries is pretty much completely ignoring the X Division. Like, ever since about before lockdowns, his feud with Bully Ray, the X Division's kind of been ignored. Not a big fan of that, like X Division matches. So, yeah, maybe you can have Bully Ray interfere in an Austin Aries match, and he can lose the title like that. Build a feud even further. I don't know. It's just an idea I have. Next, we have AJ Styles, Magnus, and Samoa Joe versus Kurt Angle, Kazarian, and Christopher Daniels. Pretty good match. AJ, Magnus, and Joe win. Next, we have Al Snow and Ric Flair and Bruce Pritchard are in the ring for the Gut Check Challenge. Alex Silva comes out and the judges give their opinions on him. Flair doesn't like him. Al Snow likes him. They give him 30 seconds to convince them of why he should be here. He talks about how he wants this opportunity for him and his dad and how he was poor when he was growing up. And Flair changes his mind and they give him a contract. So Alex Silva is officially part of TNA. I'm going to predict him right now. He's going to have a few matches on Impact, never appear again. Just like everyone else. Next we got last but not least, we have Mr. Anderson versus Robert Roode, no DQ match. Good match, Robert Roode wins. That was Impact. Again, nothing too much to say about that, other than that I'm liking the Bully Ray Austin Aries feud, but I'm not liking the fact that the X Division is getting ignored. Next we got SmackDown. It starts out with Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Pretty good match. Sheamus wins by DQ. When Del Rio comes out and attacks Sheamus. Next is Kofi Kingston, R-Truth versus Hunico and Camacho. Pretty good match. Kofi and Truth win. Brodus Clay versus Jack Swagger. Okay match. Brodus wins. Next we have Damian Sandow versus Derek Bateman. This was supposed to be Sando's debut match, but match never happened because Sandow said he was too good to wrestle Bateman and in front of the crowd. Bateman says he wants a match. Ryback comes out, so it's Ryback versus Derek Bateman. Okay match. Ryback wins. I'm kind of glad that they didn't debut Sandow. I mean, he was there in the ring and stuff, but he didn't wrestle because they've been debuting too many people on SmackDown, you know? You got Antonio Cesaro, Ryback, Titus O'Neil, and Darren Young. And now they got Damian Sandow. Like, these are 5 guys that are debuting within weeks of each other. And it's like, stop debuting so many guys, you know, focus on what you have before bringing in new talent. Or release people, release a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people they could release if they want to bring in new talent. It's just like, they have so many, it's like the TNA situation. They have so many guys, and they still want to bring more guys in. So it's either release or, I don't know, pretty much release. That's the only option. Next you got Cody Rhodes and Kane versus Big Show and Randy Orton. Good match. Orton and Show win. Next we have Layla versus Natalya. This was pretty good. Layla wins. This might be shocking to hear. I wish this went longer. This had potential to be really good. Just from what I saw them do and for the short time they had, it seemed like if they had a lot of time, this could have been good. But, you know, typical Divas match on Raw and SmackDown. And last but not least, we got Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan. Good match. Sheamus wins. Next, we got Ring of Honor TV. Starts out with Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman versus the Briscoes. Pretty good match. Cedric Alexander and Caprice Coleman win. Next, we got Rhino versus Vinny Margasilia. Some guy. It was a blah match. Rhino won in like 10 seconds. You know, gore. Next, we got Kevin Steen, Jimmy Jacobs come out for an interview with Jim Cornette and Kevin Kelly. Davey Richards comes out. Davey and Steen get in each other's face and start talking shit to each other. They almost get into a brawl, but it didn't happen. This was a pretty good segment to build up their feud. I'm really enjoying this. Like, I can't wait for their match at Border Wars next week. I am so pumped for this match. Oh, man, like the hype that's been going into it, their promos. Kevin Steen's just awesome. Davey's a great wrestler. This match is going to be awesome. I can't wait. I really can't wait for this match. So yeah, that was that. And then last but not least, we got Adam Cole versus Roderick Strong TV title match. Good match. Roderick wins. Next, we got some news. Good news for Buff Bagwell. Last week we talked about the car crash he was involved in, the life-threatening car accident where he broke his neck and like a bunch of bones in his face and stuff like that. Good news for him, he's much better. He had surgery and he is out of intensive care. So that's good news for him. He's going to make it through this, but it's going to be a painful journey, just rehabilitating from all those injuries. Next, we got WWE Studios' new film project, The Marine 3 Homefront, will star The Miz in the lead role. I haven't seen a good WWE film yet, and I have no faith in this one. I mean, I like The Miz, I like him as a wrestler and stuff, but he can't act for shit. Like, he can't. And to be in a full movie, like, I am not looking forward to this one. I think it's gonna bomb. Like, I think it's gonna be the worst WWE movie ever. So yeah, that's that. Next we got TNA has released Anarchia. Kind of a shocker there, because it seemed like they were gonna do something with Mexican America now, but I guess that's not gonna happen. So I don't know. He was decent. I mean, he was pretty good on the mic. He's okay in the ring. But I wonder what they're going to do with Hernandez and Rosita and Sarita now. So we'll just have to wait and see. Maybe... Nah, I don't. I was going to say maybe they'll put Alex Silva in with Hernandez instead of Anarchia now that he's gone. So maybe Alex Silva and Hernandez team up now? I don't know. Next, ROH has finally revealed how you will be able to order their pay-per-views now, from now on. So before they were with Go Fight Live, but after what happened at ROH Showdown in the Sun, and how there was some problems with the streaming, from now on, ROH pay-per-views will be streamed on their website, no more third-party sites. And their first pay-per-view coming up is next week, May 12th, Border Wars. I'm going to give my predictions for that next week, but I am super... So you got Kevin... Let's just talk about the card right now. Kevin Steen versus Davey Richards for the ROH World title. Holy shit. You got a rematch from Showdown in the Sun, Lance Storm versus Mike Bennett. That's going to be good. You got Dave Finlay returning... or making his debut in Ring of Honor to face Roderick Strong. That's going to be a fucking hard-hitting match and a great wrestling match. You got Rhino versus Eddie Edwards. The Briscoes versus Wrestling's Greatest Tag Team. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this pay-per-view. It's going to be so fucking good. I'm going to give my prediction next week. So yeah, finally, WWE has released the Bellas. It's been long rumored that they were leaving, and now it's official, I guess. But the Bellas, I'm going to be honest, at first I didn't like them. Like, I just thought they were horrible wrestlers, just like all the girls that start out. But they're actually okay. Like, not much better, but they're okay now in the ring and stuff. They're going to be missed, hopefully, with the Bellas gone. We can see a push of maybe Alicia Fox, Natalia, maybe even a return for Karma. I mean, we saw Layla return. So now that the Bellas are gone, definitely room for new divas to come up through the ranks and make an impact. So that's it for the weekly wrestling review this week. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the show, leave a like. A couple things I want to say. First off, next week's show, let's talk about that. We're going to have reviews for Raw, SmackDown, Impact, Ring of Honor, and give my predictions for Ring of Honor Border Wars. As far as my channel, I got a bunch of... I've been saying this for a while now, like, I'm going to upload more. I am going to upload all of this week, well, the rest of this week. This will be going up Wednesday. There should be videos every day for the rest of the week. If there's not, you can always go to the Team Eggs channel. Got videos there, not wrestling videos, gaming videos, but yeah, so if I don't post here, I'll be posting there. But definitely gonna be uploading a lot more on my channel, so look forward to that. And I mean it this time. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you guys next week. Peace out.